Hi everyone, my name's Bill Pulte. I'm a pre-sales engineer for Sterling Computers and wanted to do a little demo for you today on virtual desktops. Many of you probably have a preconceived notion of VDI and how it works. I know just a few months ago I definitely did. I remember trying VDI 6, 7, 8 years ago, and the experience can be rather clunky. Well, I'm here to tell you that I have seen VDI done more recently, and Sterling Computers partners with a few different companies that are able to do VDI, and the experience is unbelievable. A lot of times people think of VDI in very old terms. I know that in my previous life, we tried some VDI using terminal services, and things were slow and they didn't really move the way we wanted them to move. VDI has changed quite a bit and it's improved quite a bit. And so the things that were true previously are still true. The idea that this will allow you to save time, being able to install software one time and have it pushed out to many clients, or install updates or whatever you can think of, can help save you time within your network. Along with that, it's also going to help you save money. Instead of buying 50 computers to run a couple labs that might do your Project Lead the Way or your Autodesk stuff, you're buying essentially very robust servers that have a lot of memory and a lot of processing power, and those will handle all your compute, um, which can also help then save money on licenses. We've talked to districts who have um, been bitten by having licensing that has to be renewed yearly, and the thought of buying it for every computer really does hurt. So they've looked at putting 50 out there and allowing teachers to do a VDI session when they want to use a license. And then one of the great things that I've heard from a number of people is how this is device agnostic. It is not about, are you running a Mac, a PC, or a Chromebook. This can make the programs work the same regardless of what product you're on, which can be really nice for people in general to be able to go from device to device and not see any changes. A lot of people think of VDI and they think of virtual desktop environments. So you're logging into a full Windows desktop. What I'd like to take a couple minutes to show you today is, let's not virtualize the entire desktop. Let's look at virtualizing the apps that run on that desktop. What you're looking at here is a live site for a district that Sterling helped set up this summer. So I am going to log in. They were gracious enough to give us a generic student account that we can play with. And you're going to see what the students see when they log in. So as a student, I have access to these things. And if I want to run Adobe Illustrator, I click on it, and what happens is Adobe Illustrator begins to start up virtually. So it doesn't matter what device I'm on, Adobe Illustrator is going to run, and it's going to run in a virtual environment. So I can do this from a Chromebook. We tried it from a phone the other day, and it, even though the way it was presented, it did work, but of course on a small screen it made things a little bit difficult. But the great thing is you get the full desktop application regardless of the device that you're on. The permissions for the apps come through Active Directory. So if you have an Active Directory network set up, part of the work is done for you already. And then you can place apps in by user group. So again, if you have an Autodesk group, all the students who are in Autodesk, you can put those into an Active Directory group, and then they only have access to the apps. So that kind of makes life a little bit easier to control who's accessing those. The other point that I'm going to make here is I'm doing this from offsite. This environment is running 200 and some odd miles away, and I'm accessing all of this from my office here in Omaha. What you've seen here is one instance of how one organization is leveraging the power of VDI to make their life a little bit easier and help save them some money. You saw very high-end applications running in a virtual environment. This meant that those districts no longer had to buy computers to run all of these applications. They were able to buy one set of servers and push out the applications through a virtual environment. That's saving them money on licensing, it's saving them money on hardware, and it's making everybody in the organization work smarter. People are no longer tied to specific computers to do their work, and they're able to work from all over the world. Anywhere they have an internet connection, they're able to work. I think the other thing you saw is that those applications ran just as fast in a virtual environment as they probably are running on your machines right now in your organization. And the great thing is Sterling is here to help. We partner with a couple different companies that do VDI solutions, and we'd love to come in and discuss what your requirements are and iron out, what partner is best for you, what way of doing this is best for you, and help you implement a solution into your organization. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please contact Sterling Computers. You can always get a hold of me at bill.pulte, that's bill.pulte at sterlingcomputers.com.